ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಾರಿಸಾಂಟಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಮಗು ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ಹತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಏನು ಕ್ರಮ ತೆಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್.
Well, that was Kavita, the additional DC, stating that the experts from Hatti Gold Mines want the ditch to be dug about 32 feet, and there will start drilling horizontally to reach this little girl, 4-year-old Akshata, who has been there now for more than 14 hours. In fact, she fell in at 7:30 last night. Rescue work began at around 8:45. As of now, continuous oxygen is being pumped in over there. The officials do not know what's her condition. They only hope that she's alive, and that's the reason why oxygen has been pumped in. They have, you can clearly see the cylinders over there connected to the tubes that are pumping in oxygen. Furthermore, they have also barricaded the entire area so that people do not come close to the borewell. The borewell is made up of soft soil and it could cave in any moment. They have to be very careful while they're also digging the ditch and when they start to dig the tunnel. I'll explain. What you see there on the right of your television screen, the entire area has been barricaded, especially where the borewell is located. You can see senior officials already present on the spot. We're told that experts from Hatti Gold Mines and Kolar Gold Mines are also present over there. They have actually asked the rescue personnel to dig a ditch which is parallel to the borewell, about 32 feet. As of now, we're told that 27 feet is done. Next 2 hours they should be able to actually secure what they want, the 32 feet. Thereafter they will start drilling horizontally. Now what is creating more problem for the rescue personnel is that the terrain is very hard, a lot of rocks. It's a rocky surface, rocky terrain, and for this reason we're told that 3 drillers have been brought to the spot. So the drillers go ahead and break the stones, and then the JCBs go ahead and remove the mud. So this is actually delaying the rescue work. When they started work in the night, for the first 5 feet there was no problem, and thereafter when they hit stones, then things got delayed because they had to requisition 3 drillers. There you can see they've actually done a fine job in actually drilling about 27 feet. Now the 5 more feet is required, and then they can actually go ahead horizontally and get a tunnel. A tunnel made in order to rescue 4-year-old Akshata. Now the best that the rescue personnel can do now is actually to pump in oxygen continuously in order to allow this little girl to breathe in there. Still no one knows her condition, no one knows whether she is still alive, but they are hoping against hope that, well, many instances kids have survived after falling into open bore wells for about as close to 48 hours. Prince is a classic example, who had fallen way back in 2006. July 2006 to be more precise, and this took place in Kurukshetra in Haryana. A massive rescue operation was launched, and after 48 hours he was rescued alive. So they are hoping that in this case too, this little girl is rescued alive, that she survives this humanly impossible at times ordeal. And sometime we'll speak to certain officials to figure out what exactly is happening over there, the type of injuries that she would have sustained after falling head first into this borewell, apart from the head injuries and spinal cord injuries. Now, does it normally take so long in order to rescue a kid who falls into an open borewell, or are our rescue personnel equipped with the best and modern equipment to go about with such type of rescue operation? As we're told that the National Disaster Response Force has not yet arrived. They are on the way. They should also reach soon. Now, this begs us to question as to whether the government has actually slept on this, because another expert from Tamil Nadu is on his way. He is actually traveling by car. Now, they should have actually flown him over here and tried to rescue this girl as fast as possible. There you see on the left of your television screen, the parents are getting frantic. In fact, the mother is now doubtful whether her daughter will survive, but she's still pleading with the rescue personnel and the government authorities to get her daughter out of there as fast as possible. The girl was actually playing in these fields when a dog started to chase her. In order to avoid being bitten by the dog, she started to run, but she did not see this open borewell and fell into it head first. This was at around 7:30. More than 14 hours have passed and rescue operations are still on. They've not been able to rescue her, and this is because of the hard, rocky terrain over there. Now, the rescue personnel are building or digging a ditch which is parallel to the borewell. There you see one of the JCBs. Now, what has actually created more problem for them is that every now and then they've had to get a driller to cut through the stones. The driller would actually have to come out, and then the JCB would have to actually get into the ditch and start removing the mud. Well, in fact, we now have with us Bijapur MLA, Mr. Raju. Mr. Raju, can you tell us what exactly is the situation over there and how long will this operation take to conclude?
Hello, sir. Sariyagi kelistha illa sir adu tama voice nanage.
Okay, we want to know how long will it take for the rescue personnel to reach the girl?
ಈಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಪುಣಾದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ರೋಬೋನು ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದೂರ ಇದೆ, ಸುದ್ದಿ ಇದೆ.
Okay. Mr. Raju, do we know what is the condition of this girl? Is she alive?
ಈಗ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸೇ ಸರ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಡೀಪ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆ ಮಗು, ಒಂದು 30 ಫೀಟ್ 29-30 ಫೀಟ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕೊರತೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಅದು ಮಗು ಬದುಕು ಬರ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಈಗ.
Okay. And have you spoken to the parents of this girl? Have you spoken to her parents? Our ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
Yes, I have spoken to their parents. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪಾಪ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಅಸಹಾಯಕರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
ಸರ್, ಈಗ
ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಈಗ ರಕ್ಷಣಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಚರಣೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ತೀವ್ರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ವೆರಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ರಾಕ್ ಹತ್ತಿದೆ ಈಗ, ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಒಂದ್ 2-3-4 ಗಂಟೆ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಈಗ.
ಈಗ ಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಮಗು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ?
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಏನು ಹೇಳೋ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಈಗ ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಸುರಂಗ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊರಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ಸಲಹೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಚೆನ್ನೈಯಿಂದ ಯಾರೋ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಪಟ್ವಿ.
ಚೆನ್ನೈಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ ಕೂಡ ಬರೋ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳಿವೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಪುಣಾದಿಂದ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗ. ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
Right, Mr. Raju, thank you very much for speaking to us. That was the MLA from Bijapur telling us that work is going on extremely fast, but considering the fact that it is a hard terrain, rocky terrain, they have been struggling, but they should finish this work in the next 2 hours. Furthermore, he said that mud has actually covered a part of the borewell. Now, earlier on, the additional DC had also stated that it's a very soft soil. This borewell has not been used for a very long time. So he says that a part of the borewell has actually been covered with mud. So that is the biggest problem they are facing there. It's not completely open. They can't see her down. And that's the reason why oxygen has been supplied over there. They have kept on pumping oxygen into the borewell. So it's not completely open. So that is another big problem that they are facing. Apart from that, he said that from Hyderabad also, experts are expected any time to arrive. He also said that the one from Chennai is also on his way. But work is on. He said that he did speak to the parents over there. He sort of tried to give them moral support because that is the maximum he can do at this moment. Strengthen them, giving them moral support, telling them not to give up hope, that till the last minute, sometimes miracles do occur. There have been many instances where even after 48 hours, the child fallen in an open borewell has been brought out alive. So this time too, they should not give up hope. Now, that was the MLA talking to us from Bijapur, Mr. Raju. Such is the case now that everyone is present over there. All the officials are present. And but rescue operations are still going on. It should take them for 2.5 more hours. This is what they say, to actually completely dig the ditch up to 32 feet. 27 to 28 feet has already been dug. They need another 4 to 5 feet more in order to start digging horizontally to reach this little girl. Well, what you see there on your left of your television screen, the mother along with the father and other relatives. The mother has almost given up hope. She says that she does not think her daughter would survive this ordeal, but she also wants the rescue operation to pick up pace. She wants the rescue personnel to actually get her daughter back as fast as possible. So she's basically in two minds over here. At the back of her mind, she's like, my daughter might not survive, but she's still not ready to give up hope as such. A difficult time for the family of this little girl. Now they are laborers, poor people working in this particular field when this incident took place. The girl was trying to avoid being bitten by a dog and fell head first. There you can see a pipe being fixed over there so that no more mud caves in, and oxygen is supplied continuously. In fact, they're pumping oxygen continuously into this open borewell. Still, no one knows the condition of this little girl. No one knows whether she's alive, whether she's breathing, the type of injuries she has sustained, because she fell head first into the open borewell. Now, it is a rule, people know it, never keep borewells open, unused borewells, but still this was kept open.